I'm really looking forward to seeing a Fremantle team coached by someone who is not Ross Lyon. I'm not saying that Ross is a great coach in my opinion. Others disagree. Release. Are they going to release? Are they going to play a different style? And I think that's really exciting. Then you get down to the list and you say, right, they've lost Brad Hill, one of the best runners in the competition. Egg Landon's gone from a wing. Jesse Hogan looks like he's not going to play football again. And suddenly I'm looking at Justin Longmuir and going, good luck, young fella.
Well, he's probably walking into the toughest gig in the AFL right now, isn't he? I mean, he's having to rebuild a club that's probably happy to see the end of Ross Lyon, to be honest. We're both Ross Lyon fans. I think he's done some heavy lifting in the start of this rebuild, but they weren't banking on losing Hill and Langdon. There's no doubt about it. On the back of losing Neil the year before. So this list is in a little bit of turmoil. They've got one of the best players in the competition leading the way in Nathan Fyfe. And I just wonder what he covers up. What cracks does he wallpaper over, Nathan, being so good for this football club? You know, winning the Brownlow medal last year. If he has a down year, if he gets
hurt
and everything's exposed, what is the foundation of this football club? And that's the challenge for Justin Longmuir, to find out what he's got to work with. I mean, he's a lot of talk about being a bit safer out of the back line. You know, last year they committed some horrible turnovers on the way out of that defensive 50 and in the end just gifted the opposition too many easy scores.
And they got injuries. Pearce, we're talking about him, All-Australian fullback, about round 6 last year. He's still not ready. But if he gets back in, he'll be okay. Ryan was one of the finds of the season as an intercept marker last year. Mundy's getting older. They've got Wes Griffin-Logue. I mean, they've got a lot of players that we've seen get some games in the last 2 years, and Ross has been able to play some of those kids, but how many of them are ready to go? You know, Switkowski, where's he positioned? Is he ready to, do 22 demanding weeks, playing his position? There's a lot of queries on Fremantle, but I'm not going to sit here and kick him to death, King.
We're not.
Too beautiful a suburb of Australia, Fremantle. You've got to get over there and have a look at him.
We just want to see Chera and Brayshaw dominate some games, take control of a couple of games, if not complete games, patches of games, and that's probably been the missing link.
That's hard, mate. They're good young players.
This is what, 3rd year, 4th year?
Yeah, but
it's time. It is time to see a bit more from them.
Yeah, no, there's no doubt about that, but I don't think they're ready to go up against, say, let's compare him to the Western Bulldog. McRae, Bontempelli, Dunkley, Hunter. These guys have been in there for 6, 7 years now. I think those two players I think are really good young players, but they're in, for me, where the problems are. Because if you're going to rely on these kids for 22 weeks, I don't think they can do it. The game's too hard.
No, we're not relying on them for 22 weeks, but I want to see more than what we've seen the last couple of seasons. I mean, they're high selections, Robbo.
Yeah, they are.
I think they were picked 5 and 6 way back when. So it is time. The youngsters need to start to shoulder a bit of the load. That's all we want to see. We don't expect them to have a super successful 2020. But again, back half of the season, some of these youngsters shouldering a bit more, I think it'd be great.
Wouldn't it be gutsy if Longmuir comes in and coaches and says, round 1, doesn't say anything, just places Nathan Fyfe at centre forward. So that's it, we're going to play 5 centre forward. Everyone has been saying it for years, haven't we? Imagine if Fyfe played forward all year.
Just one little asterisk for me. I'm concerned that they're going to use slow ball movement out of the back half. If you're going to do that, you need some wild card talent in the forward line to create slow ball movement into scores. I'm not sure they've got that. They've got a couple of players that can do it, but across the course of the season, that'll be a big ask.